we're talking about the baseball and the softball. For those who are not that familiar, so what are the major differences, between the two games, baseball and softball? Is it safe to say, baseball is for men and softball for women?
This is not really true. The major difference between baseball and softball is the size of the ball, the size of the field, the way the ball is pitched, baseball overhand and softball underhand. But baseball and softball are played both by men and women. We have men baseball and men softball, women baseball, women softball. Right now, the Women Baseball World Cup Group A is taking place in Canada, where Hong Kong, China is currently competing. So we had the Men's Softball World Cup, featured 12 teams last year, with the next edition starting next year. And just for give one example, for the world rankings, men baseball program has 84, women baseball program 20, men softball program 38, and women softball program 65. So really, we can embrace men and women in both sports.
Women's softball, made its Asian Games debut in Beijing, actually, the Chinese capital, in the 1990. In the same year, men's baseball was a demonstration sport, but both have been on the program ever since. And how do you see the relevance of baseball and softball to China, as well as to the Asian Games?
The Asian Games and the global baseball, and the Asian Game is one of the biggest continental events in the world. And we are proud that baseball and softball have been regularly on the program, including the next edition in 2026. As I told you before, baseball in all the Asian continent, baseball and softball is very popular in many countries, and not only the big one. It's growing also in other small countries. And the popularity of our game in China and Asia is consequence of this. China held its first national women baseball world championship last year in Guangzhou, and the first women national team was born in Guangzhou on that occasion. So the signs of further growth are very encouraging. China has the experience and the expertise to deliver a magical, fantastic Asian Games in Guangzhou. For baseball and softball in particular, artists will have the privilege to competing at the new state-of-the-art Chongqing Baseball and Softball Sports Center. It's new, it's fantastic, and it's a beautiful and modern venue. And also here, the Chinese Baseball Association will host also the WBSC Under-23 Baseball Cup in 2024. So the future is truly bright for baseball and softball in China.